What up, Dokkaners? Update 6.2.0 is coming to the JP side of the game. This was announced a couple of days ago. Sorry, I wasn't feeling well, still not. But I wanted to make a video anyway talking about this because this involves a very important new feature. The download as needed function. So as they've been trying to streamline the game in terms of storage, they've been doing this file size reduction thing, which by the way has been working pretty well. The quality of the assets and everything has been going pretty smoothly. This is the next step in terms of moderating the file size, making it easier for those of you with lesser devices, lower storage capacities to be able to still play the game without being punished for having such a massive game. So I wanted to talk about this, and this is one of those things where JP getting this update, I'm actually personally not too upset about. I know that anytime we get an update that JP gets announced, it's always annoying to realize as a global player that this is not something that Global's going to be getting anytime soon. It'll take minimum a week, 2 weeks. In fact, the skill orb filter and the batch cell feature still have not yet dropped on the global side of the game. They are supposed to be dropping in June. So sometimes it can take a little while, and that is annoying. But for this one, I would rather just see what they're doing first, know how it's going to work ahead of time, and then make the necessary adjustments. Because if this were to be something that happened right away, it causes a cascade of problems. If they were to undo it, you know, and then you would have to balloon the size of the game back up to whatever, and you just made adjustments by deleting certain things on your phone, it could be a problem. So global players, I feel like this is one of those things where it's kind of a lowercase w that we're going to have to wait. But do pay attention, because when this update does drop in, I think a couple of days, maybe, we'll really get to see what's going on. As of right now, we don't know the details, but we are going to just read what they're talking about in here, because there's a couple of interesting things. Version 6.2.0 coming soon. Ahead of the update, here's a sneak peek of some of the features. Implementation of download as needed function. In addition to batch download, you will now be able to select download as needed. This doesn't give us the concise definition of how that's all going to work, but they do give a little bit of it. When you select download game data, wait, what? When you select download game data will be downloaded. Oh God, I hate the spacing. Only when needed, and when the app's size exceeds a certain limit, unused data will be deleted preferentially. So how does that work? Do you get to choose? How would they determine what gets deleted? Can't be a fully automated process because every player is different. That's interesting. Compared to the batch download, the amount of data used during gameplay will increase, but the size of the app will be reduced. Huh? Okay. Amount of data used during gameplay will increase, but the file size of the app will be reduced. When you log in for the first time after updating to version 6.2.0, a dialog box will appear asking to select either batch download or download as needed. You can switch download modes from DL mode on the title screen. You must select batch download to use the encyclopedia function. That is a JP only thing where they basically have a database from which they can access different characters. I feel like this function has become less and less reliable, or not even reliable, just relevant, considering all these new websites that we have that are actual fully interactive, very comprehensive resources. I feel like this is no longer that important. But hey, you know what? You never know. There are some players out there who don't use Twitter, who don't watch YouTubers, who don't use the websites. They just play the game. So, I mean, it's still good. As of 6.2.0, the size reduction effect of downloading as approximately needed is 2.5 gigabytes. Yeah, so there's still a lot left on the table here in terms of what is going on. And I mean, it's a sneak peek, so whatever. 2.5 gigabytes, is that simply accounting for the encyclopedia function being omitted from the download as needed? Does it include more? I still go back to my theory as far as this download all versus download as needed thing. Are they going to be sectioning off different chunks of modes into these little batches? Like if you're the type of player who might be a beginner player, you're probably not going to be doing red zone, blue zone, all of the crazier fights. Would all of those consolidate into one batch that you would omit? Because you're probably going to be someone who does quest mode, story mode, Dokkan events, that sort of thing. Or vice versa. Maybe you're an end game player. You don't care about free to play. There are people out there who just don't care about free to play characters, which is totally fine, right? You play how you want to play. So maybe you don't download any story events. You don't download any quest mode. and you just download the end game content, maybe you hate oh boy, a lot of people are going to reply to this one. Maybe you hate Dokkan Frontier, and maybe Dokkan Frontier takes up a lot of memory, so maybe, just maybe, you just remove that. I feel like that is going to be an easy omission for a lot of people, because what exactly do you gain from Dokkan Frontier? You get a couple of stones, yeah, but you get those feathers from which you can buy free-to-play characters for Dokkan Frontier. Okay, sure. I mean, Dende is nice to have, but Namek Saga isn't relevant right now, so who cares? The most interesting thing that you get out of it are the card effects. The card effects, maybe someone just doesn't care about it. I don't know. We still don't know exactly how this is going to work. We will only know once the data download comes in, because we can't exactly tell until we're able to get access to like the server side to see what they're doing in there. Are they going to be doing stuff to like the databases, the player info, the cards, whatnot? That's only something that we can find out once they actually get in there and start working on it. But besides this, there's going to be more, because remember, we still have these 2 missions that have yet to be revealed, which is insane. Like, this celebration started 10 days ago and we still don't have this yet. Or maybe this was just meant to be part 2. Maybe this was meant to be a tease, because this is Goku Gohan Go 10 Day. There's no part 1, part 2. Maybe this is just all encompassing a single part, and we still need to get what these 2 things are. And until that happens, the celebration isn't done. And if they're going to be doing an update to implement whatever this is, they might as well also throw in additional content. So I think in the next day or 2, maybe it's tonight or tomorrow or whenever, we could also get some additional content for whatever this is, whatever that is, and anything else. And this is where the copium starts to kick in. Maybe an easy A, maybe another super easy A. I don't know. Actually, do we have any data ID clues? Looking here, latest data download ratios. I'm going to do 1-to-1 for Awakening Tech Goku into an LR. 7.TUR easy A. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we get something like this. Maybe I'm getting my hopes up. Whatever is coming up, it will be included in this data download. I don't know if they'll also include on the global side the skill orb stuff, just because they said that was going to be in June. I feel like it might be a little too early for that on the global side, because they let me find it. It was like right, yeah, in June we're going to be adding the revamped skill orb filter. So I think we're not going to be getting anything on the global side. I think JP is going to be getting this, but both versions will be getting a data download. JP will just be getting a little bit more, because whenever they do these sorts of, you know, sneak peeks, they're not doing a sneak peek for something that's going to be dropping 2 weeks down the road. It's going to be happening in a couple of days. And since this dropped at the start of the 15th my time, and I'm dropping this video on the 17th afternoon, maybe they give us a data download tonight. You know, maybe as the 17th becomes the 18th, that would be 3 days. Maybe that's when they implement update 6.2.0 and then whatever content they want to include in this next batch. And if they don't include anything as far as this goes, then that will leave just Ultimate Clash as the only bit of content for this week. And then next week, we would get a little bit more. Keep in mind, this celebration goes on until the 29th. So maybe we don't get anything now. We instead get something in 7 days, which would be around the 24th, leaving us about 5 days left until the end of the celebration. But the main thing is, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this. And if you're a JP player who is struggling with file size management, there's just a lot of stuff you have on your phone. You can't accommodate Dokkan because there's just too much, or maybe you're approaching that situation. Do let me know in the comments who you are, because you will probably be among the first to actually reap the benefits of whatever this is, depending on how you play the game. And that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this incoming update for the download as needed thing. Are you the type of player to not play every single aspect of the game? Are there certain modes that you specifically don't care too much about? Again, we don't know exactly how they're going to be doing this, but if it were something as simple as, hey, I don't play quest mode, I'm going to omit that from my downloads. If you're one of those where you just don't do certain events, which ones are they? Let me know which modes you don't care about running in the comments down below. Also be sure and write World Tournament, everyone. Also be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more stuff. Do it. Ooh, you know what? I want there to be a feature where if you don't download everything and you can just skip World Tournament, they'll see in their usage data how little people care about that mode. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.